What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Coach Plays. Mac Jones is quietly having a really good year for the New England Patriots. Let's dive into the film and let's look at a couple examples of what he is doing exceptionally well as a rookie. Let's go. Alright guys, so before we get into this, as always, if you would, hit that thumbs up if you end up liking this video, and if you haven't yet subscribed to the Coach Plays, consider doing so. So let's look at the stats real quick before we break down this film. And this is what Mac Jones has done so far this year. As you can see right here, he is 14th in the league in passing, but he's got 2,333 yards passing. He's got 13 total touchdowns, which is tied for 17th, 7 interceptions, which is tied for 17th, and then a quarterback rating of 51.1, which is 18th. And before we get into the film, look at the pass game right here against Cleveland. They won 45-7. He went 19 of 23 for 198, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, quarterback rating of 142.1. So let's look at some examples of what he is doing on the field and how it's really not looking like a rookie quarterback. All right, so the meat of this concept right here, they're going to flood this area. They're going to go with a deep curl. He's going to block and then check release to the flat. And then it's the slot here who ends up coming over top on a deep crossing route. So as you see Mac Jones going through his progression right here, he's going to pick up that it's cover one. All right, so you can see here, locked, 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 and then we've got this deep roaming safety going out to center field. So as this play progresses, he's going through his reads right here. He notices that they're in cover one. This guy's jammed up on him. He could probably take this flat right now. Easy pickings, but he has progressed from 1, 2, and then we're probably looking at a check down here to the flat or a check down with the back. But as he sees, he's got this safety backpedaling back right here, and so because it's cover one and this corner is going to sit hard on the curl, and this nickel DB is going to come hard down the flat, he's going to realize that he's got a lot of green grass right here, and he's going to let this ball fly. But then look at the pocket movement right here. He's going to get some pressure on this outside shade of him. He's going to do a good job of stepping up, avoiding pressure while keeping his eyes down the field and delivering a ball. So he's going to step up, he's going to fire this ball, and he's going to put it away from the defenders. Now, if he drops this ball around the 30, it's going to be even better right here. If he drops this thing right there, it would be even better. He ends up leading his guy back on this side and allows this safety to come over top, makes a play. But it's still a massive big play. If he puts the ball over here, he might put this in a window where his receiver can catch it, turn upfield, and actually make a touchdown this play. But because he leads them slightly too far upfield, it ends up being tackled. But nonetheless, I mean, this is a massive play. We'll rewind it real quick, show you. Back again, steps back, recognizes cover one, recognizes safety really getting out there deep, and he's got his crossing route underneath. All right, so what we got right here, he's going to get Jonnu Smith on a jet motion across the field. He's going to play action, but what happens as he play action, we get a bust right here. After this jet motion, he goes into his play action fake. There's just a bust right here. This left guard, no matched, just completely whiffs. And as he gets his eyes around, he's already got immediate pressure right at his face. So the moment this pressure gets right at his face, what Mac Jones does a really good job here is not freaking out and either taking a sack or instantly throwing this ball here, trying to force something to where the safety could come underneath and make a play. He knows where his check down is. This is probably primary read 1, 2, and then he's got to check down into the flat. As soon as he feels this pressure, he's just going to flip his shoulders real quick and throw it and dump this one off to Jonnu Smith. He recognizes that the corner right here is playing very far off, or the corner is going to chase inside, and it just ends up being a safety to account for this backside jet tight end. And he's just going to turn his hips and his shoulders real quick, flip this ball out there, and then now he's got this ball to a playmaker in space like Jonnu Smith. He's able to make a man miss, and what was 1st and 10 could have ended up being a 2nd and 15 due to a sack or a big play going the other way. Chargers feel like they've got him for a sack. He gets rid of the ball really quick, and I mean makes a heads-up veteran play right there. And now it's 1st and 10 with a gain of 11. All right, so right here we've got like a cover 3 look with a robbing safety. So he's going to back out, back out, back out. He should be robbing right here. Quarterback's going to play action. I believe we get a vertical push right here. And then one of these two cats think it's this tight end. He's just going to come in a deep crossing route and try to get underneath. He's going to pick on this coverage right here. He already recognizes that it's covered, like it's a one high safety look. So he can go ahead and predetermine that it may be like a cover 3 or a cover 1. So as he goes through his progression right here, he's going to recognize, he's going to try to read this corner and this safety. So let's go ahead, get through the progression. Snaps his eyes around real quick. He sees that his number 1 primary receiver is pushing this corner off. This corner is now in a full back pedal mode. He is getting out. This safety is, I don't know, hella yards deep right here. And so as he's got his eyes to this first primary read and he notices that the corner is getting pushed out of this play, he's just going to stand in tall and he's going to go down to his second read, which is his crosser. And this guy right here, he's just in no man's land trying to cover a hook curl zone. He's going to put a nice, easy ball over top of this defender. And it's going to be a big, massive play right here. Gets his hips around, keep pushing, stay patient. Find the easy read, get the check down, and he's going to go all the way inside the 5, and it's a massive play right here. All right, so right here, now we've got a play in the Carolina game. He's going to be patient right here, a little play action. He notices right now we've got man coverage, so it's looking like cover 1 right here. We're locked up. We're jammed up right here. Locked, and then we're locked. Staying patient, staying patient. And he knows that he's got this little check delay route out of the back. And the only guy who can guard this check release right here is this defensive end. And Mac Jones does a really good job of placing this ball on the outside shoulder. And there's no shot. Defensive end cannot get it. This corner is already out of phase because he's a man. He's chasing this guy. He puts this ball exactly where his guy can get it, or it's incomplete, and you can live to see another down. This is on 2nd and long, but because he puts this ball where it needs to be, ends up being a massive play, and it's just simple. You get the ball into a playmaker's hand, and he does something with it, and he gets a lot of yards. I believe this one ends up coming back ultimately due to a hold, but it's just another good example. Good, simple play action, patient, patient, patient. Check it down to the back and let him do something with it. All right, guys, so right here, I'm not going to lie, this is a really good play by Mac Jones, just being patient and deciphering and just, allowing the defense to kind of manipulate themselves right here. This is going to be a spacing concept. You're going to get your tight end to push. This thing does not want to go straight. Sorry. We're going to get a little short motion down. Tight end is then going to sit down in the middle, and we're going to get a back to the flat right here. So as he goes through his progression, let's look at the motion real quick. Motion shortens in just a little bit, and you can already see the corner squeezes inside. As that motion drags across, the corner is now kind of in a chasing mode right here. Instantly right here, we get a back, taking back out. And so as this corner chases here, it starts to look kind of mannish. What is a little bit surprising here is I'm guessing this guy is going to be locked up on the tight end. Panthers don't do a good job of pressing this tight end. and not allowing him to get off the ball. He just gets a really good clean release right here. So as we get through this, he's going to allow this corner to keep chasing, and he's being patient. And as the corner finally keeps coming, boom, he's going to put it right behind that corner. As soon as that tight end, and the tight end does a really good job of, he presses this safety right here. He's going to continue to run right at his face all the way till he gets to the end zone. And then as soon as this corner is starting to get out of phase, he's going to go ahead and let this ball rip. And he doesn't fall back on his back feet neither. He does a really good job of stepping into this throw, and it is a rope. Right at the tight end, low, and right at the numbers. If this ball is high, you get a risk of it being tipped. If it's inside or outside, you get a risk of anything worse than that. Puts this ball right at his chest, low, tight end can use his body, box out, and it's a touchdown. Patient. Let that corner cross, rip it in there, and go get you 6. So, is Mac Jones setting the world on fire? No. Is he breaking records? No. Is he going to be the Rookie of the Year? That is still, that's still a question. I'm big on Jamar Chase. I think he is lighting up the show. But if the Bengals continue to regress and the Patriots continue to stack wins on top of wins, and Mac Jones continues to put his team in a position to win, and he's getting 2 touchdowns to 1 pick, 3 touchdowns to 0 pick. If he continues to not make the plays that put his team in bad situations, Mac Jones could win the Offensive Rookie of the Year. And, there's a lot of Patriots haters out there. They had a long run. They had a dynasty with Tom Brady. There is a chance that the Patriots, I'm not going to say has found the next Tom Brady, but they have found themselves a really good quarterback, and he's now paired up with a Bill Belichick. I mean, at the end of the day, that organization is what it is, and Mac Jones has found himself in probably the best situation that he could have found himself in. So, let me know in the comment section right now, what are you thinking about Mac Jones' play? Yeah. Is this something that's kind of flukish, or are you starting to buy in? Is Mac Jones the real deal? Could he win the Rookie of the Year? And is he that next great New England Patriots quarterback? And how far could this team go in the playoffs? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Until next time, peace.